Hello students, welcome to NIRS Education channel. Today let us start a new lesson. Name of the lesson is The Sermon at Benares. Here sermon means religious or moral talk, and this sermon is given by Gautam Buddha. So in the beginning let us have a brief introduction about Gautam Buddha. After that let us see what did he say in his sermon. See, Gautam Buddha, 563 BC to 483 BC. It is his lifespan or lifetime. Began life as a prince named Siddhartha Gautam. His earlier name was Siddhartha Gautam. In northern India, he started his life in northern India. At 12, he was sent away for schooling in the Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later, he returned home to marry a princess. At the age of 12, he was sent away for schooling in Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later, he returned home to marry a princess. They had a son and lived for 10 years as befitted royalty. They had a son, after that they lived happily for 10 years. They enjoyed the royal life, the most sophisticated life. At about the age of 25, the prince, heretofore shielded from the sufferings of the world, while out hunting, chanced upon a sick man, then an aged man, then a funeral procession, and finally monk begging for alms. At about the age of 25, the prince, means Gautama, Siddhartha Gautama, heretofore means until now, up to the present time. Heretofore, shielded from the sufferings of the world. Shielded means protected from the influence of danger. Up to the age of 25, he did not know anything about the sufferings of the world. He was shielded, he was protected. He did not know anything about the sufferings of the world. While out hunting, chanced upon a sick man. While he was going for hunting, chanced upon means came across by chance. By chance, he saw a sick man, then an aged man, then a funeral procession, and finally a monk begging for alms. He saw all these people. These sights so moved him that he at once went out into the world to seek enlightenment concerning the sorrows he had witnessed. These sights moved him, was deeply affected by or deeply touched by those sights, that he went out into the world to seek enlightenment. That's why he went out of the palace in order to seek enlightenment. Enlightenment means a state of high spiritual knowledge. In order to gain that high spiritual knowledge, he came out of his palace. So that knowledge, enlightenment concerning the sorrows he had witnessed, he wanted to get solution for the sorrows, why people are suffering, what is the cause for that. He wanted to find answer for that questions. He wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree. 7 years he wandered and finally sat under peepal tree, where he vowed to stay until the enlightenment came. Then he took firm decision to stay under that people tree until he get enlightenment. Enlightened after 7 days, he renamed the tree the Bodhi tree, tree of wisdom. Yes, at last he got enlightenment. After 7 days, he renamed the tree the Bodhi tree. After that, he called that people tree by the name Bodhi tree. Bodhi tree means tree of wisdom, and began to teach and to share his new understanding. And after that, he started to teach and share his understanding, teach and share his new knowledge. At that point, he became known as Buddha, the awakened or enlightened. During that time, he became famous, or he became known as Buddha. Buddha means the awakened or enlightened. The Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Benares, most holy of dipping places on the river Ganges. And Buddha preached his first sermon. He gave his first religious or moral talk at the city of Benares. Benares is the most holy of dipping places on the river Ganges. Dipping places means bathing places, okay, on the river of Ganges. That sermon has been preserved and is given here. That very same sermon has been preserved and that is given in this lesson. It reflects the Buddha's wisdom about one inscrutable kind of suffering. And it reflects, this particular sermon reflects Buddha's wisdom, Buddha's knowledge about one inscrutable kind of suffering. Inscrutable means something which cannot be understood. Okay. It reflects Buddha's wisdom about one inscrutable kind of suffering. Why there is suffering in our life? It is inscrutable one. It cannot be understood. We can't understand why there is suffering in our life. About that, Buddha gave his sermon. Now, let us see the sermon. Kissa Gautami had only one son and he died. In her grief, she carried the dead child to all her neighbors, asking them for medicine. And the people said, "She has lost her senses. The boy is dead." There was a lady, her name Kissa Gautami, had only one son and he died. Unfortunately, that son died. In her grief, in her sorrow, she carried the dead child to all her neighbors, asking them for medicine. She carried the dead body of her son to her neighbors and asked them for medicine. People said, "She has lost her senses." People started to talk. They said, "She has lost her senses," means she became mad. The boy is dead. That boy is already dead and she is trying to save him. That's why people said she has lost her senses. At length, Kissa Gautami met a man who replied to her request, "I cannot give thee medicine for thy child, but I know a physician who can." And at last she met a person who replied to her request. He said, I cannot give thee, thee means give you. Okay, I cannot give you medicine for thy child. I cannot give you medicine for thy child. Thy child means your child. But I know a physician who can. But I know a physician who can give medicine for your child. And the girl said, pray tell me, sir, who is it? And the man replied, go to Sakyamuni the Buddha. The girl said, Kissa Gautami said, pray tell me means please tell me, sir, who is it? Who is that person? And the man replied, go to Sakyamuni the Buddha. Then that man replied, you go to Sakyamuni Buddha. He will give medicine to your child. Kissa Gautami repaired to the Buddha and cried. Then she repaid. Repaid means a stylistic use for went to. Okay. She went to Buddha and cried, Lord and Master, give me the medicine that will cure my boy. Then she prayed, Buddha, Lord and Master, give me the medicine that will cure my boy. The Buddha answered, I want a handful of mustard seed. Then Buddha replied, I want handful of mustard seed. And when the girl in her joy promised to procure it, the Buddha added. Then Kissa Gautami promised to procure. Procure means obtain or get. She promised to get handful of mustard seeds. Then Buddha added, the mustard seed must be taken from a house where no one has lost a child, husband, parent or friend. Then Buddha put another condition to her, that mustard seed must be taken from a house where no one has lost a child, husband, parent or friend. Okay, that was the condition put by Buddha. Poor Kissa Gautami now went from house to house, and the people pitied her and said, here is mustard seed, take it. But when she asked, did a son or daughter or a father or mother die in your family? They answered her, alas, the living are few, but the dead are many. Do not remind us our deepest grief. And there was no house, but some beloved one had died in it. Then Kissa Gautami now went from house to house, and the people pitied her. They showed their sympathy towards her. And they said, here is mustard seed, take it. But when she asked, did a son or daughter or a father or mother die in your family? They answered her. When she asked if anyone died in their family, they answered her, alas, the living are few, but the dead are many. They gave reply that the living are few, only few people are living, but dead are many. Many people are dead. Do not remind us of our deepest grief. And they suggested her not to remind them of their deepest grief, deepest sorrow. And there was no house, but some beloved one had died in it, and she could not find any house where no one had died in it. She asked many people, she went to many houses, but she could not find such house where no one had died. Okay, let us stop here. We shall continue in the next session. Thank you for watching video.